Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Don't let them force me back into the palace of the Ooni of Ife. I love you, but I love my son Tadenikawo more. Olori Naomi allegedly cried to her husband, the Ooni of Ife. Pleading with the Ooni of Ife not to let anybody try and force her back into the palace. She decries pressure from people, as it is alleged, as it is rumored, that people are putting so much pressure on her to return back to the palace. And they said this happened after Paropo and other family members went to her in Akure to try and bring her back into the palace the same day, going by what Iyami Osorunga had, revealed and what the revelation they got from the sacred forest. But it's not as if they literally wanted to force her back. They were begging her. But because of the respect and love that she has for Paropo, she is seeing it as though she couldn't say no, as though if she said no, Paropo was going to take it personal. And they said that was the reason why she had to cry out to the Ooni of Ife, begging Ooni of Ife not to let anybody get to force her back into the palace of the Ooni of Ife. Now, Queen Naomi, who has been in Akure for some weeks now, has not even gone back to the royal mansion. Is said to be going through a lot, in and out every day. In fact, the woman has not rested. I don't know what it is that they want from this woman. I don't know why they won't let this issue lie low. I don't know why they won't let her return back to her matrimonial home in peace. I don't know. But they said that one moment is hot, the next moment it's cold. And now the reason why things are the way they are right now is because it is rumored that Oni seemed to have gone back or been plunged back into that confused situation where it does seem as if Oni is right there in the palace of the Oni of Ife. They said they are preparing to welcome to be back. So we don't know if that is still going to happen or not, but they are preparing to welcome to be back. So the question that a lot of people are asking, why would they welcome to be back to the same palace where we heard that, Naomi was supposed to return back to next month? What is their arrangement? Has Naomi agreed that they are going to stay together? But it is looking as though it's a situation where people are ready to cajole Naomi into, having to stay with the Oloris, because as we speak right now, they said some of the Oloris who had already left have already started coming back to the palace, that they move their things to the other place, but they don't sleep there. They still come back to sleep in the palace. So palace happens to be their home. And they said Oni is working against time to ensure that he brings them back. And he brings Naomi back. But because of all the revelation, especially the recent one that came from Iyami Osorungo and the sacred forest of Odua again, and the issue that has to do with the meal of Oni of Ife, they said, as it is alleged, that the family of the Ooni of Ife, knowing exactly what is going on, have decided to take it upon themselves to get Naomi back into the palace. And Naomi is crying and begging Kabiyesi not to let anybody force her. They said the Jew of Akure intervened, begging Naomi to return back and not to wait for any decoration or welcome party and all of that. Naomi is crying and telling her husband that, yes, so that she loves Ooni of Ife so much, but she loves Tadenikawo more. Now, I do know that a lot of people think that Naomi is proud. A lot of people think that she's too full of herself. People have different notions about Queen Naomi. But one thing people should really also look at is the fact that Olori Naomi is a very quiet person who is very, who thinks very deep. Now, Naomi has got one son, Tadenikawo. Ooni of Ife has got 5 children. So these women, if everything we keep hearing right here on social media is the truth, there is a possibility that Tadenikawo could be their target. And so how do you expect Naomi to return back to the palace with Tadenikawo under the circumstances? We have heard what is going on in the palace. We have seen what is going on. We have been hearing on social media, even though it is called alleged, but we have been seeing this. So any woman, a young woman like Naomi, who will be out there saying that Naomi is too full of herself, Naomi is arrogant, Naomi is this, and that is why Naomi expects Kabiyesi to move the women out of the palace for her to come back. That woman, that person who will be saying that will be somebody that is very unreal. Now, God forbid anything goes wrong with Tadenikawo, who will lose? It's Naomi. Ooni of Ife will feel pain, but Nami, because Nami has only one child. And besides, everybody has a personal constitution that guides them on earth, okay? Nami does not want polygamy, even though she has stated it clearly that this is not what she would want. But you want to agree with me that Olori Nami has tried. The other day I saw a comment where somebody dragged me like a pass your neighbor generator. Delaram, you're not honest. You're always supporting Naomi. You're on Nami's side. You don't say the truth. You people should tell her the truth. If you were telling her the truth, she will know that nobody will leave the palace for her. Nami is not saying people should pack and leave palace. Nami is saying she is not returning to the palace until the palace is safe and free. So it behoves of Ooni of Ife to take a decision whether to move his wives or not. Nami has not asked anybody to leave. She is talking about herself. She's not talking about other people. When you had that interview that Nami granted the other time, I'm so sorry. Sorry about this. Sorry, please. When you had that interview that Nami granted the other time, Nami granted an interview. I'm sorry, I had to leave it for calls to come in because I was expecting a very important call. They took my son out, so I want. There is another phone, but I had to use this. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I know somebody said they don't like it. It's not been happening. Please pardon me. So when Nami, when you had that interview the other time, Nami did not ever say that she wants Oloris to leave. She said that she does not like crowd. Even the recent interview she granted in Mercy Johnson's menu, she said she does not like crowd. Kabiyesi may like crowd, that's fine, but she doesn't like crowd. Nami has a right to decide what she wants to decide, okay? And for those who are saying, Delaram, we are always supporting Nami, what do you expect her to do? To pack herself and go and join Oloris inside the palace? She doesn't want it, and nobody is allowed to force her. Even Paropo is not trying to force her. They are just begging her to return because they have had the last of the a prophecy or revelation. They said that if Nami had not been married at the time that Oni married her, that they would have dethroned Oni. That Nami has an energy. Nami was basically sent to that palace to help Oni with all of this. And allowing Naomi go like that is something that is plaguing Oni of Ife so much. Oni must have to look for Nami and bring her back. That is the prophecy, and that is what these people are saying. And because Oni is going back and forth, that's why Paropo took it upon himself to ensure that they don't wait for the decoration of June. Now they go and bring Naomi. And Naomi was crying, didn't know what to do, and was begging Kabiyesi not to let anybody to force her into the palace of the Ooni of Ife. And we heard that was exactly what happened. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, people. I love you. Thank you so much, Taylor Wright.